Hello, everyone. This is Wrestling Watcher, a YouTube channel that's about watching professional wrestling. So, Gunther, he has been feuding with Dragon Lee lately. Now, if we all remember, and I'm sure we do, he retired John Cena as Saturday night's main event in December. Now, before that, he retired Goldberg. And since John Cena in December, he has gone on to retire AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. Now, since then, he's been in a bit of a mini feud with Dragon Lee. They've had tussles. I believe they've had at least one match. He even unmasked him. Gunther has been made to look dominant. But he seemingly is lost in a shuffle for WrestleMania 42. Now, the rumors are that he's still set to take part and have an important role at Mania 42. And the rumor has it that he will be facing Rey Mysterio. Potentially another retirement match. I like this. I liked it. I like it a lot, actually. I like how it sounds. The problem is, I would have liked it after retiring AJ Styles. If we're gonna do Rey Mysterio a retirement match at WrestleMania against Gunther, this should have been promoted a couple months beforehand. This should have started long before. WrestleMania 42 is April 19th and 20th, I believe, is the date. We're at, March 27th now, so we're a little more than 3 weeks away. Not quite a month, but a little bit more than 3 weeks, so it's coming upon us. There is some time, but I would have liked a match with Rey Mysterio, especially a retirement match, if Rey Mysterio is going to be gone, to get a little bit more promotion. Now, another angle I would go with here. Since he just unmasked Dragon Lee and has been humiliating him, why not Penta? Penta's a solid babyface on that roster. Gunther's obviously a monster heel. Penta and Gunther could have a fantastic match at WrestleMania. Why not? I wouldn't put the mask on the line. You could simply do a Penta standing up for Luchador sort of thing, where Penta decides to stand up to Gunther. Now, lately, I know he's been sort of having his issues with the vision, right? But it seems like a lot of that is up in the air. Injuries have made this a difficult Mania to predict, and probably a really difficult one to book, judging by what we've seen on TV. But for my booking, I would go Penta and Gunther. I'd give him a solid 15-20 minute match. Gunther goes over. But I think, Penta, it's time for Penta to have a serious one-on-one match, I think. I think he's been in the company long enough now. I believe he joined it last year, I think it was. I forgot what date it was that Penta came in, but I think Penta versus Gunther has that international flair, contrasting styles. Hard-hitting, smash-mouth Gunther versus the cruiserweight, more charismatic Penta. That is the direction I would go with. Look, I like Rey Mysterio in a retirement match against Gunther going out at Mania. I like that more than Penta versus Gunther. The problem is, as I said in the beginning of this video, we're less than a month out. A little bit more than 3 weeks, but less than a month. So that feels sort of like a rush job, especially for a legend like Rey Mysterio, who deserves better, in my opinion. But, Gunther needs a role at Mania. I think, Gunther is one of those wrestlers that's difficult to book in a modern wrestling world because everyone's expecting so much now from story and character, and it's really we don't necessarily we want great short-term stories, but we also want really good long-term stories. We want charisma. We want everything to the max. And Gunther's old school, man. He's a 60s, 70s, 80s style heel in the way of a Harley Race, or Dick Murdoch, or, you could probably even throw a Bruiser Brody in there. He's hard, smash mouth, beats you up, 60s, 70s, 80s style, right? he would have been great in that time era with Harley Race in Kansas City, or, that St. Louis territory. Man, especially Mid-South. You think about Mid-South with Bill Watts. That 70s and 80s style down there. He would have been great with that. But he's in a modern WWE era. He's a throwback in a modern era. I like that. I like his matches. I like watching him. But some people find him to be boring because he just sort of has the title and his character is about being the best, and there's not much finesse to it other than straight, right? Sort of straight meat and potatoes. But that's what Gunther is supposed to be. It's all for this one, guys. Thank you.